Hi, I'm Sarah and welcome back to my channel Rosie Home. So today I am filming a pregnancy Q&A for you. I put out a request on my Instagram a few weeks ago for some questions and you all came back with some amazing questions. So I'm going to be answering them for you today. Today I am 19 weeks and 3 days pregnant and I'm just about to have my 20-week scan in a few days time, which we are very excited about. But you all came up with some fabulous questions, so I'm going to go through the list and answer them now. And the first question is, when are you going to announce the gender? So if you don't already know, I did an early DNA gender test. This was the sneak peek test and I sent my results off when I was around 12 weeks and a week later I got those results back. However, we've told a few close family members, but we haven't told anyone else because we just wanted to have it confirmed. Also, some family members were very dubious about whether the test actually worked. Nick's mum in particular didn't believe it. We aren't officially announcing the gender until we have had our 20-week scan, which is on Friday, and then after that we will announce our gender. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do a big party or a big announcement. I think it depends what the gender is. If it is what we anticipate it is, then I will probably just post a picture. But if I'm not going to say any more about this subject because I'm worried I'm going to give something away. So that is the end of gender conversation for now. And it is to be continued in a few days' time. The next question was baby number 3 planned? Did you always want more after Maeve? And the answer to this question is no. We weren't planning on having a third baby. I always thought we'd have 2 babies. Nick is one of 3 children and I am one of 2 children. But honestly, I just thought I would have 2. And when we had Maeve, I think the last thing you're thinking about is having another baby once you've had one. But as time went on and she grew, I wasn't prepared for this to be my last pregnancy. I didn't want to never do it again. So we made the decision that we would try for another baby. I managed to persuade Nick, who was dead against it, and we did start trying for our 3rd baby. The next question is, what birth are you planning? And what they said was that they adored watching my birth with Maeve and just wondering what I am planning next. So I am going to have another home birth. I don't think I'll be doing a live birth this time round. It's not something Nick wants to do, but I do hope to film it because I would like to record what happens just for my own memories, because I think it's such a blur and such a rush when you're going through it, and obviously you're in pain and you can't concentrate, that I would love to have a recording of what I'm actually going through and see what actually happens, because your memory of it and the reality of it are often quite different, and I would just love to have it filmed. So I'm going to try and get Nick to film it, but I don't know how compliant he will be. So as long as all is well, I will be having another home birth at home and hopefully I will film it. The next question was, what are you having to change in order to accommodate a 3rd baby? For example, car, house and job. I will go through each one of those. So job wise, we're not having to change anything. Nick works incredibly long hours and he's away a lot to be able to afford me the luxury of staying at home and looking after the girls. So we don't have any worries there. That will just continue. Obviously I do earn a little bit of money from my YouTube and my blog work, so hopefully that will continue. House, we don't have, well, we do have to move things around, but we don't have to move or anything like that. We actually live in a 4-bedroom house, although we turned the box room into a walk-in wardrobe from our bedroom. So we will be turning the box room back into a bedroom and we will be making that the nursery. I just feel like that is the best option for us. So what we will do is this whole room will change. So this wall behind me where our bed will move to the right hand side of the room. So it'll be over here. We have a window here and the bed will go underneath the window. Behind me on that back wall and all along here and round will be wardrobes, because we'll have to move the wardrobes that are now in the soon to be nursery out and into this room. So yeah, we have lots of rejigging to do. We plan to decorate this room. I'll probably just keep it white again, but it needs a paint and a freshen up, so we'll be doing that before we move all the furniture around. We will then redecorate the nursery. So basically they actually came out into our room slightly to make the box room a bit bigger, so we are just gonna, and then we actually broke through and cut an archway to make it a walk-in wardrobe. So what we'll do is we'll close that back off and the nursery will be separate from our bedroom. I know the baby won't be in there for quite a few months after they're born. I hope to breastfeed again, so baby will be in with me for night feeds and such. But I do think you really benefit from having a finished nursery before the baby arrives, just so you can store all their things. I mean, babies come with a lot of stuff, and just for them to have their own space to keep it all will be nice. So that is our plan with regards to the house. We need to move the wardrobes out of the wardrobe room, close that back off, and then make the nursery, create the nursery. We don't need to buy a cot or anything because we will move all the beds around. Rosalie's actually going to get a new bed, Maeve will have her old bed, and then the cot will go in the nursery. Car wise, we don't need to buy a new car. We have a Land Rover Discovery Sport, and this has 7 seats, although the 6 and 7 seats are in the boot, so if you have those up you have no boot space, and obviously with a newborn baby you need boot space. So what we are hoping to do is, so all 3 will be along the back seat. So we've consulted a car seat specialist, Mothercare actually, if you want to know, and what they have said is because the middle seat in our car is quite small, we can't have a full-blown car seat for Rosalie. It can't be a high-backed car seat for Rosalie. She will just have to have a booster seat, but she is 5 now, and it is very safe for her to have a booster seat, so she will just have a booster seat and a seat belt, and then the 2 smaller children either side will have a car seat each. We do need to buy a new car seat because our last one broke. It had, both Rosalie and Maeve had used it, and yeah, it's now broken, so we can't use that again, so we will need to get a new car seat. But both of the car seats on the edge of the car will be in Isofix ports. The middle seat doesn't have Isofix, so that will just be a seat belt booster seat, but the middle seat is actually the safest place in the whole car, so I don't have any worries about Rosalie not being in a big car seat. So the last question is about gender disappointment. They mentioned that I did a gender disappointment video last time round, and they asked if I had a strong preference this time round, and the answer is yes. We went into this pregnancy trying for a boy. I wanted Nick to experience having a son. I myself wanted to have a son. It's not something I've ever experienced, and my mum had a boy and a girl, and she always says that you get different things from both, so I always wanted to experience being a mother of boys. So that was one of the reasons why we did try for another baby, and we shall soon see what the gender is going to be. So that is the end of my pregnancy Q&A. I hope you've enjoyed hearing the answers to all the questions. I didn't pull any punches, I answered them all, honestly. I hope you appreciate that. I just wanted to say thank you so much if you did ask me some questions, because there were some really tough ones in there. But yeah, I'm really glad that I did answer them, and I hope you find my answers helpful if you are expecting. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!